All right.
Bop, 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 bop till you drop. Is that the right lyrics?
Yeah. So, Christian, you're recording then?
I hope
You
so.
record?
I didn't do that for nothing.
Okay. All right. We will return to Open Hand, Will Smith's Greatest Hits, Volume 2, Paper Covers Rock Edition. Right after this, Water Slaps, Cultural Appropriation, Strikes, Penguin Slides. All of this and more on this edition of Sequel Men, the podcast. Coming at you that way from the ninth hole. It's the three men you care about, or not.
All right,
It's
Spencer.
the Sequel Men franchise, and it starts right now.
That's enough picking on Joel. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for yet another new episode of Sequel Men, the podcast. We are here. I'm Christian Bring It All, by the way. And we're here with...
Liar.
Yep, that's me, big liar. Why don't you tell us who was that? Who are you?
Spencer, hi. How are you? And I gotta say, to my immediate below, for the first time, he is below me as he is in life.
Well,
I don't know if it's going to look that way.
To me,
you're making it worse.
Here, he's he's underneath me as he should be, standing at 5'8.5", and he's wearing high heels at a drag show. In the audience, you might know him as the Trivia Master, formerly known as Trivia Host, but now he's just our third guy on this podcast, and he's gonna get lost in the chaos. He doesn't care about these films. I think he really does. Joel the Voice. Powie.
Yes, I had to lower my headphones there because you're so damn loud.
I was saying,
yeah, it's me, Joel, the voice of this fucking show, and voice of the Laker marching band.
Lakers.
I was recently contacted to be a moderator for a school board candidate forum, but got turned down because there's some conflict of interest issues. So that's the way my career is going. Back to you.
Because he's interested in Star Wars and the guy wasn't. Anyway.
We'll listen to that later.
To my immediate diagonal right. Hey, somehow we convinced her to come back, even after the shenanigans last week or 2 weeks, whenever the hell. She is back with us. That's right. For all of you people thinking, oh, they're not diverse. Hey, listen, we have 3 female friends, okay? Suck it. She's back. She's the High School Musical master, Rachel Pop.
I hope you're paying me more this time. That's all I'll say.
Joel doesn't even
welcome to my world.
We've got a coupon to Chili's if you'd like.
Good.
Yep. I lost him already. Okay.
What?
It's going great.
Anyway, that's all of us. We're the Sequel Men. We are the podcast. We're the Sequel Men podcast. You love us. You hate us. Texas, looking at you. And we talk about the greatest film franchises in history, or some of the not greatest film franchises history. And I just got to say, we are in the middle. Literally in the middle. It's a trilogy. We're not doing any more High School Musical films because they don't exist. It's a trilogy and that's it. And we are talking High School Musical 2. Still Singing. And boy, this one was a doozer.
Boy.
This was a doozer. Rachel, you're a fan of this, remember.
I warned you the second one is by far the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I have no relationship with this movie whatsoever. I never saw it.
Nope.
I've only seen the first one.
Still?
Yeah. Then why are you here? Did you watch a movie, huh? Got nothing to talk about then.
I watched it last night.
He's just going to be asking questions. I haven't actually seen it.
So is Troy in this one?
He will be the moderator. Guy, so tell us about the film. No, really, I have no idea what it's about.
So is Troy and Gabrielle in this one?
No,
Or were they
actually
replaced?
recast. Yeah, they were replaced.
Oh, wow.
It's actually
well,
so-
one of them had a stunt double, but
Drew
Trent.
Seeley. Oh yeah, the lifeguard
And-
scene, which clearly is not Vanessa
They
Hudgens.
let's just
gender
get that out of
swapped.
the way right now. I have the clip.
It's Gabriel.
Let's
and-
play that back. Let's play. I'm
and
going to play that
it's
back.
Gabriel and Tiffany.
Okay,
So-
shut your mouth.
Hey, it's not cutting.
Here
it
we
out.
go.
Not.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh. Now drown.
And right.
Oh
there.
yeah.
Wait.
Oh, that is
What?
not her.
Oh,
That is not
I
her.
wasn't. I missed it. I'll have to watch it again. Just
He
kidding.
was
I'm never watching
daydreaming
this film
about
again.
Gabriel and Tiffany.
So I don't know if that was was that even a female stunt double? Is one thing because the
Oh,
first time
come on.
I
Yes,
saw
it
that.
was.
No, I'm serious. The first time I watched it, the first time it was brought to my attention.
I'll get
was
you, Troy.
Genevieve said, "You have to see this. You need to play this clip on the show when you get to number 2." And I said, "Oh, okay, hit me." And I was like, "Wow, is that a guy in a wig?" She thought this
There's
same
no
thing.
way.
So I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's rather.
How
Todd,
difficult is it for, Vanessa to learn how to do a nice swan dive? Like, I don't
Yeah,
understand.
I know.
to jump in a fucking pool. Yeah, that's
They
what I
didn't
wanted
want
to know.
to.
Yeah.
They didn't want to risk it. Tom
Yeah.
Cruise can fly in a plane, an actual plane, but nah. She's
Okay,
nope.
you're comparing Vanessa Hudgens
She's-
to Tom Cruise now.
Oh, actually, this is.
I
This
just
is
got done with
actually-
Top Gun,
It's
so.
funny that you brought this up. She actually wasn't there on set that day. She was going through legal battles because this was when she was working on her photography. Yeah, she was sending her
Yep.
the nudes.
nudes
So she
to
wasn't
Drake
there this
Bell.
day.
Was that a
Was
thing?
it to him?
I missed out
Yeah,
on it.
she
I mean,
definitely
not missed
sent
out
some
on
nudes
it, but
to
you know.
him.
I definitely have never seen them.
To who?
To
since middle
Drake
school,
Bell
but-
from Drake and Josh.
Oh,
Scandal.
no. Innocence
Actually, for the
lost.
YouTube listeners, Joel's going to pull a photo up of that.
We're not
so-
pulling that up.
We'll see.
No.
Well, no.
Blur it out.
I thought you meant of the
Don't
news
do it.
story.
I'll
They're
take the-
definitely not going to be the other thing. So,
I'll take the
yeah.
It would
butcher's
get a
word
lot of
for it.
views, just saying.
Yeah, and immediately
Ooh.
taken down.
But
Oh, hey,
anyway,
they can't play
high
our
school.
YouTube channel in Russia, by the way, because of
I know,
copyright
or
stuff.
Belarus,
'cause of
but you
Putin.
know what?
All right.
That's okay. We don't.
Or Texas, because they just
So
don't like
High
it.
School Musical 2, I don't remember. I remember like seeing all the commercials and stuff, but I never found the time to sit down and watch it. I don't know what I was doing. When did it come out? 2008?
I had a sleepover at my friend's house specifically for this movie to premiere. It was a big deal.
Oh man, bet on it.
Bet on it.
Okay. All right.
That song is
Oh,
awesome,
You were
by the
supposed to
way.
continue that. Bet on it. That song actually really slaps. I enjoy that song.
I have to admit, yes. I agree.
It's got me all wet.
Oh.
Really made me want to just reflect.
What is it with you and the slapping of the water? It's not even that bad.
I didn't say it was bad. I said
You
that's
said he
what I
does
like
it for
about
no reason.
I mean, he kind of does. It's just,
He's slapping
used
his
as a
own
meme.
reflection.
yeah, well,
Or his own reflection. Quote unquote.
Yeah. I appreciated it.
So,
I
do
remember-
you want to
Rachel,
run
you
us,
mentioned that
run
in
us
the
through
last
that
episode.
first act there, so we can?
Whoa, already? Hey,
Yeah.
where were you when you watched it? We got to talk about our sleepover.
Oh,
I watched it over the summer, a couple summers ago, during
Okay.
my kids' nap time, so it wasn't even for the kids. I was curious, not joking.
yeah. Great.
My wife didn't even watch it with me. I just had them on. She said, "What are you watching?" Fucking wrestling. It wasn't wrestling. It was a High School Musical. Wrestling's fake.
There's maybe like,
This is real.
and
what?
Joel's like, I watched it last week with Genevieve.
Yeah,
And
I
I
did.
hated
That's
every
exactly
minute of
it. I had to have a couple drinks in hand to get through this one. So
Drink every
So
time
Sharpay.
Troy goes, yeah.
right.
Pool boy imported from Spain. Okay.
That's Joel's song right there.
Yeah, it's
He wants to be fabulous because he's a fucking diva.
Yep.
I don't think you added the F word.
I did. They cut that out of the Disney Channel broadcast, but it's on the DVD, like some other scene in this movie that's very problematic, and we'll get to that later.
Bet on it,
You guys think we would get Disney's stamp of approval?
Oh, heck no. Maybe if I said heck.
They have Deadpool
No
now.
heckin' way.
They had Deadpool for. Yeah, let's just look. Why are we delaying it? There's no trip. Actually,
Rip the Band-Aid
Rachel,
off.
I actually want to know, is there any fun trivia that you have being
I actually
the
have a
resident
couple
fan?
things too.
Fun trivia about the second one.
Yeah,
there
like
is a
behind the
special Disney Channel star who they like pushed like crazy. Oh, she's gonna show up in the movie, and she gets about 2 seconds of screen time at the very last dance sequence. Do you know who it was?
Can I take a guess with a clip?
I guess I wasn't paying attention.
Let me guess with a clip.
Show the clip, and I'm going to see if I can catch her.
Okay.
Roll the clip.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to roll the clip.
Do we have to do the thing where we pretend we saw it? Oh,
No,
yeah.
no,
her,
we don't.
Britney
No, we don't.
Spears.
No, we don't.
Oh,
Ha
No, we don't.
you're a piece of shit. Okay, hey, go ahead. You're not.
Well,
So, listeners, for the audio listeners who might be confused, video listeners too, Joel is trying to play a
Right.
clip. There's no clip. While he's getting that up,
I have a bit of
clip.
trivia.
why don't you? I think Rachel still did.
Oh, I mean, I'm
Okay.
sure you come up with something more, but Christian, do tell. What's your trivia?
I'm just kidding. Christian, go ahead.
I got these all off IMDb.
Oh, well, that's not cool.
It took 6
Sorry.
days to film the Bet on It dance sequence.
That is
All
a
right.
tough,
Holy moly.
Keep-
6
tough
yeah,
days
keep
for
this
choreo
that.
in that one.
Run over the hill again. Troy, run over the hill again. No. Run over it again. No. Okay.
Did you know
Arms out.
when they shot inside the school, there were actually classes going on during shooting, and the students were told, "Hey, don't go to this wing of the school because they're shooting High School Musical."
You're kidding.
No joke. No joke.
So they're just in there. Yeah, and then so
there we go. Here we go. I'm gonna guess.
Oh, we
Here's
got
my
the clip.
guess.
On DisneyChannel.com, there was a contest, what Disney Channel star they want to see on High School Musical 2, so they voted me.
Oh my gosh! Miley Cyrus was the special guest appearance that we had in the finale, and it was, actually didn't even know. I mean, that's how big of a secret it was. I didn't even know that she was in the movie. Now having her in this movie, I think it's really a cute way to kind of tie in that we're all in this together, all again, you know, and that all for one, one for all. It's just, she's just adorable. I love her.
That's a good night, and a big thank you from High School Musical to Miley.
Thank you, Miley.
So
for
was I
being out,
right?
just so you know.
You were right, but no one would know that from watching the movie. That's
I know.
the thing that was so
She
ironic.
shows up for a second. And
It
goes
was
away.
literally like, I remember at the sleepover, everyone was like, because it was like right when Hannah Montana was at its peak, and everyone was
yeah.
like, oh my gosh, Miley's gonna be in the movie. And then I remember we got to the end of the movie and we're like, wait, where was Miley? And we had to go back and watch it again to find her for like 2 seconds. It's so stupid.
Right.
I don't even like
A
Miley
waste of a
Cyrus, but I
cameo.
was even like, whoa, this is
Thousands
You
of
could
high
tell
school
she was
students,
annoyed at the end, just like, ugh.
thousands of
Or however
people
she
around
talks.
the country wasted 5 minutes to vote to see Miley Cyrus in this movie and only get 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think a better use of cameo would have been if you'd have put, I
Deadpool.
don't know. No, I was gonna say David Hasselhoff because there's lifeguard stuff.
Ooh,
That
I
would've
like
been
that.
cool.
He already had a cameo. He was the Vanessa Hudgens double, saving Sharpay.
Ah, yes.
Oh, okay, Spencer. He's fumbling over there,
So-
much like his precious Packers.
Is it time for
Hooters.
Act 1 yet, Dad?
Oh, I got
Yeah,
one
you
more
want
thing.
to?
Oh,
One
of
more
course,
thing.
Christian.
You do?
Yeah, got it. Yep. All right.
Football related.
Oh,
The
good.
premiere drew 17.6 million viewers, making it not only the most watched Disney Channel original movie, a DCOM in history, but the most watched in cable history, even more than NFL Monday Night Football 1970. Wow.
And you guys said this movie wasn't worth talking about. Come on.
I don't
The
think we ever
public
said that.
says otherwise.
It took
Yeah.
5
Well, I
weeks to
say
film
otherwise.
this too, by the way.
I'm a fan.
Thank you.
I'm actually a fan.
Oh man, I can't wait to talk more about the movie when we get into
Me neither.
it.
Let's talk
which
about
we're
it right
going
now.
to
You
do.
ready?
You get into it. then.
Act what?
Okay.
Christian, with your approval, I'm going to go ahead.
Oh yeah, let me do your impression of me.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Act 1. What time is it? 2:15 p.m. Summer vacation has begun, but we can't start without a song letting us know. Kids are so pumped about summer and school being done, but instead of getting out as fast as they can, they tour the school, dance like fools. Hey, Troy and Gabriella almost make out after he gives her a promise necklace with his first initial on it because the egos of high schoolers are through the roof. They want to do it right there at the lockers, but it's public, so they have interruptions. The boys and Coach B frolic in the kitchen, and Troy gets a job. Sharpay and Ryan return to a rich resort where it's customary to wear full clothing while suntanning at the pool and sing problematic songs with racially insensitive opening lines. Troy enters, not Gabriella though, but Troy enters and Gabriella is the new lifeguard, foiling Sharpay's plan to steal Troy. The students get their marching orders in the kitchen and start beating the shit all around it so it's unsanitary so they can see. Troy and Gabriella have a date in the golf course. They get drenched with the sprinklers because Sharpay is a meanie head that sucks at revenge.
A meanie head.
Sprinklers are fun, not a way to get back at someone. Guys, I do this movie, man. It's not fake laughing. I was trying to get through it. It wasn't even funny. What I wrote wasn't even funny. I'm just thinking about in the kitchen.
You know how
Do
they
we have the clip? Do we have the clip without music?
No.
Oh yeah.
We need to get that.
Maybe
clip.
might be audio
Love
exclusive.
Okay, time code this, Christian. And
I
actually
did
do it.
already.
We're at
It's-
18 minutes.
It's one of my notes about this scene is the work on this or whatever the name of the song is.
Work this out.
Work this out.
Thank you, Rachel.
I was way off.
Mr. Fulton's gonna kill us.
Oh no, not again.
Boy, oh boy. Listen,
But-
the musical numbers are
Okay.
in this movie.
When I watched the movie the first time, I watched it in full like last night or the night before. I can't even remember. But when I watched the first few minutes of it just to get a sneak peek or whatever, I watched through the first act, the summertime, what time is it? And at the
2:15.
end, when they get done singing, and then Troy does this absolutely silly, ridiculous belly slide towards the camera,
Yeah.
going,
You're right.
yeah.
And then they like redo the song again for like a
Yeah.
weird like couple measures.
I paused it, and I was just laughing because of how utterly ridiculous that was.
Yeah.
It was.
Sorry.
It didn't even need to be in the movie. You could have cut that out.
Yeah.
That was, I read in the trivia, that was Zac Efron's idea to do
Well,
that
maybe don't
sliding
let the
towards
kids
the
decide.
camera. It was I
Don't let
read
the
that
kids
earlier and I
decide.
literally said out loud to myself, I was like, Zach, that was a terrible idea.
Wait, but
Yeah.
maybe he didn't want it in the movie. Maybe it was him expressing his frustration with how stupid the opening number
Wow.
is.
I have
I
no
think you're
clue.
right.
But he even
That's
looked
my
at the
headcanon.
camera a little bit when he did it. And that's
But
like
again,
rule
it was
number
probably
one.
like, save me, this is horrible. I'm in
I'm in
slide across the
purgatory,
floor."
help.
Yeah.
just
Also,
imagine
I
the
feel like it's
janitor-
important to note his hair color compared to his eyebrow color in this movie.
Oh.
Atrocious.
Is it a Thor kind of issue?
Yeah, it's just really unfortunate. I mean, I'm glad they gave him like his own voice. Like that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was refreshing.
But the hair and the clothing, it's like ugh.
Also, in the trivia, he wanted to cut the hair. But they wouldn't let him because, well, the audiences wouldn't identify with him without his bangs, his signature bangs. It's like, okay, you're telling me a kid in high school wouldn't get his hair cut in between New Year's or winter holiday or whatever it was.
Harry Potter did.
The musical. And I'm assuming this is a direct sequel immediately after the first movie where they did Twinkletown in like winter or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Based
on the years in which they graduate, that timeline checks out. Yeah.
Okay. I did like how the clock.
Have seen a clip of it.
I like how the clock got bigger.
Yes, that is my favorite part. It's beautiful. Brandon, that's his favorite part of the whole movie. I think it's truly artistic because, in those final seconds, all you notice is the clock. It's Very symbolism. True. It's a metaphor.
And I had a note of kind of that along that same vein is that the intro sequence there, it does bring you back to a simpler time of counting down the literal seconds of getting out of school, and like that week, maybe a couple days before the last day, remember your locker clean out and just being able to toss away all your shit as a kid in school, throw the folders away, the papers, get rid of all that.
Dirty diapers in your case.
Did you ever do that?
Well,
did you guys ever do that? Like throw your and then I just imagine the janitor while all this singing is going on, just like, you gonna clean that shit up?
Brought up a core memory, Spencer, that I just had. I think I was in middle school maybe, and I rode the bus home. I was living 2 doors down from like my best friend at the time, my friend Kyle. Shout out Kyle. He'll remember this one. We get off the bus.
Kyle's mom's bitch, she's a big fat bitch, she's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world. Sorry,
shut up.
I don't know Kyle's mom.
And I do that. I throw all of my papers up in the air as soon as I get across the street and off the bus, and our bus driver didn't have the sunniest disposition, and she
most don't
opens the window and says, "It's $100 fine for littering," or whatever it was at the time. And I was like, oh.
And then he proceeded
got
to
me,
anxiously pick up all the papers he just threw
exactly.
about
That's
the grass.
Exactly what it was.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Police. Woo!
See you next year. Yep.
For the audio listeners, I was reenacting what looked like as little baby Joel would flip off the bus driver as it drove away.
I think what you're missing, though, is that they didn't clean out their lockers in this movie, because I think it's so funny that, like, Troy still has this picture of Gabriella in his locker. Sharpay's locker is still decked, to the max. They don't clean out their lockers, so I'm just like, oh, I guess they don't have to worry about that.
No, they're just thinking, we're going to be back next year anyway.
Lockers.
We're going to be back 3 months from now. So
I think I had the same locker after high school.
Lockers? I changed mine every year.
Wait,
I did not.
You had the choice?
No.
Ours were just
They
assigned.
just assigned us new ones.
Oh,
right.
Because they
I
never
always had
knew,
the same one.
Maybe you transferred somewhere else. Like, they wouldn't give you your same locker.
Yeah, I always had the same. And if I thought really hard, like, I can picture my locker in high school. I can almost picture the combination. I could almost. If I saw it, I might be able to. I mean, I'm sure it's changed by now, but I might be able to remember it. Oh man, I loved my locker. It was right in the main hallway. I could see the emo kids over here. I could see the jocks over here, of which I was a part of during certain seasons. But
if I
then I had
close
my
my
group
eyes,
of friends
I feel
literally
like I'm
right
right
next
there.
to me, and then I had a couple lockers down. I had that couple that did like to make out before class. And then, right here we had the kids that would sit and duel Pokemon cards. I was friends with all of them. I would pass them. Hey, you ready for the game tonight? Yeah. Hey, you want to trade this card? Hey, let's duel. Hey, can I get into this makeout action? And then I'd go hang out with my friends. They were down a little further.
And ask
Spencer
them to
got
make
into
out.
it.
No.
Yeah.
No, but the beginning sequence
And then
also, I
married
want to
one
say,
of them, so.
oh gosh. Also, I want to say I was irritated a little bit because it was another copycat of Grease. This whole thing. I mean, them coming out of the front of the school, and it felt very Grease. You hear like there's like a radio voiceover guy, and that was just giving me major like, wow, this is exactly kind of what we saw at the with the school year wrapping up or something similar with Grease. I was like, this I'm a little annoyed.
Troy doesn't sing "Better Shape Up."
Well, yeah,
because he needs a woman.
That
man.
Nothing says
Or
ownership though, like giving her a necklace with a T on it though.
I know that kind of
now you're
rubbed
mine.
me the wrong way.
What'd you get
rubbed
me?
me the wrong
True
way.
love, guys. It's not for Troy.
Okay.
True love.
Yeah.
And then she gives him a negative pregnancy test, and she's like, "I got you this too." Weird.
Oh, no.
What is it? It's a pen.
It's my
It's a
COVID
pen.
test. It's negative. See?
That didn't exist back then. You gonna do that all episode?
Gotta do it occasionally.
Yeah, I know. I like it.
But
I love it.
yes,
More of it.
I wrote that. I was like, who gives a necklace with their own initial on it to their girlfriend? I mean, it's kind of like when the boyfriend gives their like their high school sweater or whatever to their girlfriends. Like, oh, you're cold? Here, take my sweater. Here's my laundry. Here's my clothes. Wear whatever you want.
Here's
Now
my
it's
laundry.
I don't mean it in that way.
Do my
here-
laundry.
My
Oh,
favorite
wow.
part
not-
was you said, here's my laundry.
I'm sorry,
Here's my
that's not what I
sweater.
meant.
Wear whatever you want. Here's my basket of clothes. Go crazy. Wash it while you're at it, but pick out your favorite.
Okay. Do you guys have a thing about what do you think? I think the acting gets better as the movie goes on, but it's very,
doesn't.
very rough in the beginning here. Like some of that has to do with the script. Like the line that Troy says about, well, my parents are on me about getting a summer job. I need to make that money or whatever he says.
What parents?
And
We
it's-
never even see his mom.
And then Chad says, yeah, I'm going to buy a car so I can take that hottie on a proper date.
Oh yeah, that's problematic. But also,
Ooh.
rewind.
Yikes.
I wanted to punch the TV when Troy mentions his parents saving pennies.
Oh, I
for him.
know.
Are you fucking kidding me? Was that not a mansion with a private
Dude.
basketball court in
Dude.
the
Thought
first
that
movie?
too. Yeah.
I did too, and I was like, if you're telling me they're scrambling for pennies, I got a bridge to sell
Maybe
you.
they're in serious debt. You never know. That
Because of
house
the
might be
house.
over, out of their budget, considering, he's just a coach.
Maybe
You
they're
don't know
just
that
all
she's-
squatters, and it's not even their
They
house.
sit
Maybe it's that.
down.
Yeah, Joel.
Troy, we got to talk about scholarships. We just bought a new pool. We don't have enough money to send you to college.
Yeah,
So-
they expanded too fast. Yeah.
With this
I
bonus
don't
check.
think I want to play.
putting in a
I don't think I
pool.
want to play basketball in college. The fuck
That's
you
the
don't,
reference.
honey. Sorry. The fuck you don't. And here's why. Because we can't.
The fuck
We
you
had to
don't.
fire the nanny.
Oh, Troy
We're in a
needs a nanny
divorce,
in high
dude.
school.
Just wait until you see Troy's his bedroom in the third movie.
Can't
It's a
wait.
great room.
His room looked great in this movie. I'll be honest.
Joel,
Wait, you
I
saw
think
it in
you'll
this movie?
Yeah,
Did you
he's
see
in
his-
it. He's talking to his dad in Act 3
Oh,
right
that's
at the
right.
beginning.
Right.
His room was
Yes.
immaculate.
That scene was not in the original Disney Channel premiere, though. That's why I forget. It's an extended, the extended version that's on Disney Plus has that scene. It's
They
not.
should
in
put a
the
disclaimer
original.
at the beginning of the movie on Disney Plus saying there's
Why
some
do they never have his
offensive
mom do
material.
Wait, they said
Hey.
that.
No,
No, we
I'm
said
saying
they
they
should.
should have.
Oh, they
Joel.
should. Yeah, they should. Yeah.
Joel, wouldn't you agree that if they can't afford their kids' college, but they have that house, maybe they should live
Oh,
live
within their means. Yeah.
Yeah,
Stop
wouldn't
buying
you
so
agree?
many Starbucks and
Wouldn't you agree?
live within
Wouldn't
your
you
means.
agree that they should act their wage?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Financial Peace University, Joel?
Hey,
Oh
Bye.
no, he's leaving the booth.
You know what's funny? The last time this happened too, and we're talking about this High School Musical. I mean, we're barely talking about the movie, but we end up talking about our high school experience.
This
is
is
more
this
interesting.
This movie doesn't even take place in high school.
No, but you
And
have
I
to have
feel
a movie
like
with summer
that-
vacation.
Well, that adds to the kind of disconnect to the movie, I think, because the first one it's more relatable because we all went through high school. We know what it's like roaming the halls and drama and with relatives, or even if ourselves, like Joel, were involved in drama, we know what it's like. Now we're taken out of that related setting, and now we're at a ritzy country club that apparently only uses papyrus font for all their signage.
Was I not correct? Did you guys not know?
You were
I forgot to
absolutely
pay
right.
attention. Let me look.
Oh my!
What is
yes,
so
I thought we were at an Avatar convention.
Hold on. What is it? What's the place called?
Lava Springs.
Lava Springs
In Utah.
Lava Springs. I forgot to pay attention to
That's
that.
where the hotel actually is. It's in Utah.
I need help understanding the focal point of this entire freaking movie, being that it centers around a talent show at a country club.
It's a tradition, Joel.
When
that the Evans own.
when does that?
They,
where and when
Every
does that
year.
exist in real life? I have never.
they have to put on the country
Fine Arts Center, auditorium, whatever, even a freaking cafeteria.
Joel.
But country club, I don't
I
know.
feel like
Sharpay's
honestly it's pretty
family.
believable. Like I feel like it would be like a part of the kids program. Like, oh, there's like a summer camp for the kids while the adults go do their thing.
I think it has something to do with Sharpay too, because her parents own the country club, and she's a fucking diva, so they have to bend her will.
Throw her fucking bone. I got.
Did it bother anybody that they were wearing clothes at the pool, or just me?
It didn't bother me. I wear clothes at the pool all the time. I wear clothes at my own pool.
The one-piece bathing suit's very tasteful. You know, it's nice to see some modest is hottest. You know, models there. It's great.
I like that saying. Yeah.
I mean, excuse me, but
Modest
I'm all for,
is hottest. You heard it
I
here.
like that.
The song was a little
people.
The song was a little
expressing
forgettable,
themselves
though.
However they feel. You know, teach your sons how to act around women. Don't teach your women to cover up.
Hey, if Spencer wants to wear a Speedo at a public pool, let him. People will call in for a Bigfoot sighting, but it'll be a little confusing. Yeah.
I got some new swim trunks this summer, and they're super short. Like they're like 4 inches, shortest I've ever gotten.
Okay,
they're sweet.
You're gonna end up in
But
a
it's not a
Bigfoot
Speedo.
documentary someday.
You're gonna end up in a. You're
gonna end up in a John Williams documentary.
Actually, that'd be dope.
You wish.
That would be dope.
Yeah, that would be
Anyone
sweet.
think that the Fabulous song is a little forgettable?
I don't like it at all.
That was like a
lot
very
of it
catchy
is,
tune when it came out. Also, I really like how the piano is just like in the pool.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, she says how like she was in a Spanish class and she wrote like on a test like, you know, the piano was in a pool and her teacher like marked her down and she's like, that would never happen. And then she showed her teacher that scene and she's like, okay, I'll give you the credit. That's fine. So
you will.
That's the same piano from the second to last song of the movie. They just painted it white.
Okay.
For
All right.
every day. Okay, I'm just got all the trivias today. Anyone else think Chad put the
I'll
dang
take piano
basketball
for
down
500.
for once? Chad's like walking around the kitchen with the basketball. It's like, dude, put it away. You're at work.
ball is life, though. I mean,
Ball is life. She's right.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised Troy's dad didn't show up and start.
Another deleted scene. I can't believe they didn't put this in the Disney
Actually,
Plus.
his dad's
They
a lot better in
actually,
this movie, by the way.
They actually used like those deeper, like those big that you fry like corn or lobsters in, and during their breaks they would hang them up on the wall and they would shoot hoops in the pots and pans.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Dope.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's a deleted scene. It wasn't in this one. You have to know where to find it. But
Right.
I thought that was
I think
pretty
they
neat.
should have made Miss Darvish show up. Like, I feel like that would be a really great, fun kind of like, oh, what do teachers do over the summer? And she'd be like hanging out by the pool. Like, I don't know. Where is she? I'd like to know.
Wouldn't it be cool if at the end when they're putting on the big production, they're like, we're going to need help doing this. And then she makes like a cameo or something. Or she
Yeah,
comes
or like she surprises them and is like, I'm here to see how it goes. Like, yeah, I just think we're really missing Miss Darvish.
She should have been in the audience, yeah. If this was made now, would have been in the audience. Should have been in the audience.
yeah.
Missed opportunity.
Oh, man.
Do you think, how annoyed do you think Troy was and Gabriella that the song written specifically for them, they're singing it, and then all their friends just come in and they pick up, oh yeah, let's sing with them. Guys, get the hell out. This is our song, literally written for us.
Can we have one moment?
He just stops Kelsey. Hey, stop, Kelsey. I'm going to stop you, Kelsey. What are we doing, guys?
I said we're all in this together, but this is our song. So can you get the hell out of here? So that's just
guys, can we help you? It's a closed session.
That bugged me about Troy, though, when he said, I'm not into the singing thing. Like, what are you talking about? You spent the whole last movie arguing and getting in fights and having the big conflict be, I want to be in this musical, but my expectations of being a sports star and whatever. And now in this movie, you're like, I don't want to sing anymore. Singing's not my thing.
I think you hit the nail on the head. That's the biggest weakness in the High School Musical world, is that all three movies, we start back at square one. Sharpay's evil again. Troy still thinks he's a sporty guy and not a singer. Gabriella has insecurities about, things fizzling and
that happens
issues.
In the third
movie. It's all back to the same thing.
You have to wait and see, Christian.
That's a huge issue with Sharpay. Especially, there's such a missed opportunity in Act 3. I'll wait till we talk about that later, but it really, really needed to happen, especially with what Troy says to her in Act 2 about, can't you just sing for fun? Don't you just sing for fun? What's with all the showiness and all that? And
good point.
Like,
it's a good point.
But
then if you're not singing, if a singer sings in the shower and no one's around to hear them, are they really singing?
Wow.
Think about that.
I don't know. Let's think about that while we sleep tonight. And let's talk about something like the picnic on the green. When they get up.
Let's talk about
that. Is that the sprinklers?
I do like the scene for some of the dialogue there, like talking about what will bud into the main conflict of like Troy and his trying to decide between his future, his ambition, and his friends, and living in the now versus thinking about the future. But when they get up and the sprinklers come on, you get another one of him running around with his arms out like a bird going, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, stop.
Yeah. And Gabrielle's like, Troy.
Enough with the yells.
Giggling.
I want you guys to remember what she is wearing, what he is wearing as they frolic through the sprinklers, because be on the lookout in the third movie for a picture of said moment and ask yourself who was there to take a photo of them frolicking
Ryan.
the golf course.
Ryan.
It should pay.
Christian, you will appreciate the note I had for the frolicking and dancing and the making the most out of the sprinkler scene, in that they looked like hobbits dancing in the Shire. That's the vibes it brought. It was just like, you got these rolling hills and then just meaningless, hapless dancing. It's like, wow, I guess we're
Gandalf shows up and does his little like jig that he does with all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Seems the sprinklers have come on now from Gabrielle.
I couldn't do her in 8.
What?
That's not what I was.
I couldn't do it in 8 from Empire.
Like, dog, anytime sprinklers just happen to come on and you catch them, That's like the most fun you can have. Unplanned sprinklers, and she thinks she's gonna get them. Like, dog, you helped their date.
Mhm.
Unless they had
if
sandwiches.
anything, it backfired.
You did.
Unless
yeah.
the bread got soggy, then it's,
They weren't eating.
They weren't eating anyway. Apparently, Disney Channel audiences were able to choose what they got to eat during the picnic. That's what I read on the trivia page.
I literally wasn't paying attention.
What?
Like, let me look it real quick.
Oh,
Let me
like
look it up.
they got to prepare the
12-year-olds?
basket for the filming, or
I swear I read this somewhere.
Make them eat worms.
Disney Channel viewers chose some small details of the film, such as Chad's T-shirt slogans, what would be written on the blackboard during the opening number, the type of sandwiches that Troy makes Gabriella for their picnic, and the appearance of Miley Cyrus, which we already talked about.
Oh, because he does say when he's like, "Oh, let's go have a picnic," and then he does tell her what type of sandwiches he made. I don't remember what kind, but yeah, he does mention that.
And then people watch the movie and they're like, "Oh, that's what I said.
I voted for that." Yeah.
And the kid in the back going, I want him to eat worms.
I would have been the kid said, "I want turkey and cheese."
Right.
I wanted the gluten-free
That's a solid
bread.
sandwich.
Hold the mayo.
And then what's his face? Zeke just comes in, creme brulee, and they're like, get the fuck, come on. Come on. I mean, yes, thank you, but get out of here.
Not another peep. Get out.
Okay. Oh, I almost fell over.
Oh, man.
I almost just fell
I
over.
actually
doing a
really
stunt.
like that song, though, that they sing that was written for Gabriella and Troy. I think that's one of the better songs of the movie.
Oh, the "You Are the Music and Me" song?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Music in me.
The songs in this movie don't slap as hard as the first movie. I'm curious
That
to
is
hear
true.
what the third one is. But there's some good ones in this one, like "Bet on It." That's a really good one. I actually
I love
like
"Gotta
that.
Go My Own Way." I could sing
Okay.
that every day of my life.
It was better than her solo in the first movie. That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm.
When she's sliding down the banisters.
I don't remember much of the songs from this one except Summertime and Bet on It,
Also, All for One was really good too. I like that one too.
which is just we're all in this together, but worded differently.
Well, yeah, they had to have
The
another.
song that they actually sing at the event is very underwhelming, and it sounds like the beginning of "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" or something. Like it sounds very like Lion King to me.
Mhm.
She was just a lifeguard.
Simba.
I was a waiter boy. And then I fell right into the pool. She gave me mouth to mouth.
Except not because it
Something
was
like
a
that.
stunt double.
Never mind, that was a stunt double.
I do like the meaning behind that song.
Troy, open your
No,
mouth. I need to
Rachel.
give you CPR.
That's true. If you listen to the lyrics of that song, it is very nice.
Mhm.
You're right. You're right.
It kinda-
It's just
it
like
kinda-
of all the songs, it kind of just, I don't know. It's kind of not memorable.
It
to
is
me.
it's a little bland, but I do
Yeah.
like the lyrics. It kind of relates to
Yes.
me today too, because it's just about like enjoying, like living in the moment, enjoying life, and not getting too hung up on my job, my ambitions, all this sort of stuff. No, let's live in the moment. Have you heard of it kind of reminds me, I just read an article about the idea of the soft life that millennials are adopting, of not living to work, not having work be like their 90% of their life, but
Yeah.
taking more time to go on vacations, to enjoy life, to
Right.
visit people, to do things.
Ooh, I like
That's kind of
that.
what it
live,
reminded
don't
me
live
of.
to work.
And
I
as
like
a
that.
result, we're labeled as lazy.
Mhm.
I saw one. I saw You're going to like this one. Here, I saw this one.
Oh,
How can we trigger Joel tonight?
No, this I don't think this is a trick. This actually doesn't pertain to you at all.
Oh, good.
But it's
what's behind
I
door
like
number
this.
one?
Millennial dads have pathetic DIY skills compared to baby boomers. Maybe, but at
That's
least I
true.
have the emotional capacity to tell my daughter I love her.
Yes.
That's like, oh
So,
yeah, that just reminded me
I'll
of
take
Maverick.
that.
Maybe so, sir, but not today.
Maverick is in the best film ever made. Yeah,
Yeah.
Rachel wouldn't know.
Mm.
because
Joel's
Brandon is dragging his
Spencer's
feet.
I know.
change his underwear because he just pooped himself because of how awesome Maverick is again.
Should we just talk about Maverick again, guys?
Yeah,
No,
no.
no.
Let's go to Act 2.
I think we should.
Yeah, I think we're ready for
Let's
Act
go to
2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go to Act 2. Okay. Act 2. Troy and Chad get caddy duty for the Evanses. And it's the most bizarre golf game I've ever seen. And Sharpay she's as annoying as one of those little ankle biter dogs. She's like the worst kind of annoying. Like, stop calling your dad daddy and cool it with the clinginess. Troy needs to punt her into the sand trap.
Hi, Troy.
Anyway, he gets invited to dinner to be recruited to play college ball at the school that Mr. Evans is a donor of. Troy is late for his date with Gabriella because his boss is ordered to sabotage them. We get more cultural appropriation with Sharpay and Ryan to persuade Troy to do the talent show. Troy then gets in trouble for swimming with Gabriella and then gets promoted to golf teacher because Sharpay wants to fuck him, and then she wants him to teach her golf.
Gets punished, promoted.
Hit her with the clubs, kids, on accident. But Troy is changing, and not for the better. He's letting the attention get to him. The crew wants Ryan to direct their talent show number. Then we get a musical number during a staff baseball game where, never thought I'd say this, but it's worse baseball action than Twilight. Troy runs with the college boys during practice. Sidebar, let's make Chad and Ryan a thing. Yeah? I don't know, just a thought. Troy gets mad at Gabriella, but has no right to be. He's the one ditching his friends. Troy and Sharpay rehearse a remix of the song Kelsey wrote for Troy and Gabriella. The Wildcat workers are informed they can't participate in the talent show because Sharpay sucks. G&T have a song fight because the turmoil is getting to them, so they break up, I think. That's it.
Pseudo breakup.
First and foremost, let me just, I'm going to point this out, and I know it was intentional, but it's weird. Ryan and Chad swap clothes.
There's something about that in the trivia.
Yeah, they swap clothes.
The reason being for Chad and Ryan changing clothes is because Ryan made a bet to Chad his team would win. Chad would then tell Ryan if he lost, they would wear each other's clothes.
Maybe show that.
Yeah. Continuity error.
They're
Well, can we also talk about how, Chad is like, oh, I don't dance, and he's like the best dancer besides like the choreographer.
I know. And he danced earlier in the movie.
I don't know. So and he's dancing during he's like, I don't dance. Like, I know we've already talked about how in musicals
I don't dance.
You have to kind of understand that they're not always singing what they're singing about. But I don't know. I struggle with that portion of it.
Right.
I want to show you something real quick because it looks like Chad would be a good athlete because of how he's dressed and because he plays basketball convincingly. His hair is actually super cool in that scene. Pretend that this is, if you're batting, you're going to want your hands right here. You're going to want your hands right here so you can really get some good power. He's right fucking here. He looks like a T-ball player. Looks like a T-ball player.
If he was holding a
They didn't
lightsaber,
catch
his hand would be gone. You're saying.
That bothered me more than most things in this movie.
I was talking to somebody. I think I mentioned to them how I was talking to them about something about sports, and I was like, "How much you want to bet Spencer's going to say that this is the worst basketball he's ever seen, or this is the worst baseball he's ever seen? This is the worst baseball."
Well, okay, why are we assuming that just because Chad's really good at basketball means he's also good at baseball? He could just be clueless on how to hold the bat.
And
they just dance. It's like, hey, all right, we got 2 down, 2. Ryan, we got 2 down. It's the bottom of the. Can you pitch?
Okay,
Can you pitch?
Well, okay,
he's stealing because you're dancing. He's stealing third because you're dancing.
Is it only the guys who play? Why are the girls just the cheerleaders?
So.
Let's talk about
it's the early
that.
2000s.
And I want to back up just to the core of this whole thing with, again, I'm bothered by the fact that in nowhere in real life, like you might end up working with some of your friends during the summer job, but in what universe do you get the whole damn school essentially to work at the same place? And it's like, also, don't you want to freaking break from each
Well,
other? Like at this point,
But
Joel?
like to spend a whole
Sharpay
year.
works her magic,
Yeah,
Joel. Were you not
she
paying
had-
attention when
Ooh.
Sharpay specifically told the owner that she needed to have Troy Bolton there, even if it meant hiring all of his friends?
Still, that
Mhm.
wouldn't happen.
She has a lot of clout there.
I think
Her
it
family
might
does.
actually.
Since when does Troy know how to golf?
Since
When was
when
that?
did you see him outside of school in the last one? You don't know what he's good at.
I know. Well, okay, but I thought
Yeah.
when he's like, what should I do here? Okay, I'm a great caddy. Like, has he ever caddied before? Well, it's
you
a
got a
downhill
90-degree
slope
incline.
about 5 degrees. I'd use a 5-iron, sir. It's like, what?
Troy, we're on the green.
I wish he was my
Idiot.
caddy. I need
And
some
Chad's
help.
like,
What
yeah.
about, I don't know
Use
if
an
it would have been
iron.
in Act 1 or Act 2, but can we talk about Ryan's impressive yoga skills when he goes to see his
Yeah.
mom?
Oh,
and he's
yeah,
like,
with his
"Ducky,
mother.
oh," and they do their little, like, headstands.
Mhm. Right.
That was
We'll
kind of
definitely
cool.
talk
And
about
you know,
that.
at least he has his mother,
Right.
because his father certainly doesn't give a shit about him in this movie. It's the
Oh.
classic son I never had situation with Troy, and I was like, wow, this
I
is
had-
terrible.
Right.
This is terrible.
I laughed a good little chuckle when he's like, "Straighten your hat, son." There you go. And
Do you
that
think?
little
Oh
quote.
my gosh! Do you think that was a metaphor? Straight,
I
straighten your
think
hat
so.
because he's
Yeah.
gay. Right,
I
he's
looked
gay,
it up.
right?
I looked it
Well-
up. He's got very many queer overtones.
Probably gay.
He
Which
does,
is
but
totally
I mean, wait
cool.
for the third one. Wait for the third one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the actor
Okay,
is
so
not
his dad
gay.
just
I
thinks
looked it
he's
up.
gay. Probably.
The actor's not gay.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the character.
I know.
But the dad is probably one of those pray the gay away guys. So
Right.
he's like, straighten your hat, pray, guys.
Mhm, I think you're right.
Problematic.
You know what? I don't know. That could be. Hey, you're
Mhm.
reading into it. Hey,
I am. Disney,
you know, in Sharpay is just insufferable.
the worst.
This particularly Act 2,
Mhm.
Hi, Troy. Or whatever she does.
Yeah.
It's like,
Aside from her
let's go.
her
Come on, we gotta
scheming-
go.
Her scheming again. Her whole walkie poo poo.
Oh,
or
man.
whatever. Obviously,
Dude,
we've been
dude.
talking about cultural appropriation, but
Jeez.
how?
Wow, Joel, can I tell you?
Wow.
I was when that scene came on, and she's gonna do like a special show or whatever when he's pulled aside, and
She's gonna strip.
and no, and then they started the freaking Ryan comes out jumping
And he strips.
around and lighting the tiki torches and singing in Samoan or Pacific Islander language,
Oh,
and they're
Hang
just
on.
singing it in like.
I mean, carry on.
They're enunciating it way too much, and I sat there literally, my face was like this. I was shocked
Yeah.
at what was in this movie, and
They didn't show that scene. That was not in the premiere, but the song was it was on the CD, and I was like, where did this song come from? It
Oh,
wasn't in
my
the
word.
movie.
and
So weird.
I said out loud to myself, I was like, what what am I watching at that scene?
Yeah.
And then it ended, and I was like, huh? And I was like, you thought it was bad in the first one when they're appropriating Spanish
Mhm.
culture
Oh,
with Bop
I
Till You
completely
Drop.
forgot about that. Yeah.
This one just takes it to the there's a reason it was cut from the broadcast. Good grief.
Isn't it amazing? I keep thinking how amazing in a disturbing way. How even okay, this is mid 2000s,
2008, I believe.
and how non PC even that wasn't that long ago, and now it's like but it's good. It's like a good thing. Like, obviously we've come a long way because now we're at a point where it's like, we're watching the generation that kind of grew up with High School Musical is watching them as like actual adults now with more whole world views. And we're like, who let this happen?
Well, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing because I think back to when I watched it, and it was like, oh yeah, like I can sing along to this song and pronounce
waki waki poo poo. That's
different
how I said
language.
it.
Yeah, like I don't know, and it was kind of like funny,
right?
And so it's embarrassing. It really is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lost Spencer. Well, see ya.
Well, I didn't hear what he said he had to go do.
Yeah, maybe he's taking a dump. I don't know.
Okay, I don't know if that's the case.
Yeah, and I'm bothered by how much Troy was kind of taking the ride of it all, and it was a little tough to stomach.
He was kind of acting like a bonehead. He needs to get
a backbone, like stand up for yourself, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But maybe he's doing it for the money. He knows his parents are struggling.
He's getting... Yeah.
And even... It bothered, like, even as a high schooler myself, or like being that age, like I still had enough like wherewithal to like be bothered by the fact that, or with putting on a face for people, or like bending to other people's will, to reap a certain benefit or to please someone, as to not cause conflict, or, and I just can't. Like, I'll just say it. Like, I had a situation in high school where, I wasn't really being treated fairly by the parents of my significant other. And, it's like I had an expectation, just kind of like suck up and kind of cower down. And it's like, no, I'm just not going to fit that mold. And so like there's some tension there. And so like to see Troy be like Mr. Perfect and suck up and, pretentious asshole, when he's not, it was like, oh, come on, man. Like that.
I think
when he has Chad go, but like make his burger without cheese.
Oh, no.
That was not believable, though. Like, I feel like that's just poor writing.
I would never say
Troy
that to
wouldn't
Spencer.
Do that.
No.
Troy would not do that.
Spencer, specifically.
Good, thank you. If I were Chad, though, I'd be like, guys, sir, literally,
if it were Joel,
come here,
he'd shove that burger
Drop
in my face like
he
a pie.
He wants some cheese on his burger, boys.
Oh, God.
I think Joel knows what we're doing to that burger.
All right.
No.
Okay,
what?
Well...
We're all going to lick it. What do you think I was talking about?
I would never treat one of my friends that way. I would never treat one of my friends that way. And I forgot all about that. But that was and the way how nonchalantly he says it. But I think Troy just got caught up in all like the ambition of what his expectation is.
Yeah, but wouldn't he have been like, oh, these cool people, like, they have like a way to get me in? Oh, can you also get my buddy Chad to go to this private closed practice? Like, I don't know. I feel like he was even just like when he asked if he could have his girlfriend be, at the same job. Like, he had that backbone. He had that fight in him. So why is he not fighting for, his friends to also get that? I don't know. It's weird.
He's kind of a bonehead.
Yeah. Just a little, just a little bit. Yeah.
Did we lose?
Yeah, he's definitely at his worst in the second movie. He's pretty flawed in the third too, but like the second is his worst.
And I guess I'll feed that back into like my point I made about how Ryan is treated. It's like you feel so terrible, but then it's like so nice to see him like come play ball with us, like welcomed in, kind of in place of Troy, or kind of in his stead
Oh,
a
yeah.
little bit, but
I liked that a lot too.
still, it was nice because it's like basically his own dad wasn't even paying attention to her. He's a second-class citizen, according to his dad. That's kind of the vibe you pick up on, and then he's at
Can I
least
pause you for a
welcomed by
second?
the gang that he was
Joel?
originally supposed to be plotting against.
Did we lose Spencer?
I hope not.
I think
Because
we
he's
did.
doing some double thing here.
Yeah, he's in two places at once.
Yeah.
Two. I'm gonna make note of it.
Do I have to restart my video? I already time coded it, so I know.
Oh, you do?
it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Let me see. We're having some technical difficulties.
Yells. I don't know what we should do. Let's see here. Yeah.
Hey, there he
Back?
is. You're back.
Yeah, you guys could have. Hopefully, you guys just.
Yeah,
kept
we
going.
did. We did.
What happened, buddy?
Yeah, so Troy, I don't know. Just call me.
So the
Christian,
atonement
I
of the
don't know.
father.
Yeah.
It's my favorite part of the
I could
movie.
hear you guys, but I couldn't. My mic wasn't getting picked up. But we're back, so I know where we are in the story.
Mm-hmm.
So that Hawaiian thing, huh?
The Hawaiian thing, terrifying, horrific.
You guys probably already talked about it, but it was really annoying. It was really awkward and just even less believable than the burger thing. When Troy, they were all going to play basketball, but then the other guys showed up and they're like, Troy, there you go. And he's like, that's not kind of how they roll. I'd have been like, yeah, give me a sec.
Asked
College
him.
guys, hey, can my friend, like we were just about to
Yeah.
shoot, they're pretty good
Oh,
too. Can they just
exactly.
come and, can they come and run
Right.
with us? And the college guys would have been like, yeah, dude, we'll take
Well,
more.
that's what I
fine.
mean. Like it
We'll have a whole
just
thing.
doesn't make sense because again, the Troy at the beginning of the movie was ready to say, "Hey, can my girlfriend have a job too?" So like, why is he scared to tell these college guys that he wants his friends to play with them?
Mhm.
And they seem nice enough. Like I said, they probably would have been like, yeah, they can come and shoot. It's not official. It's not the season. We're just doing a little pickup
Yeah.
at the gym. That's fine.
Yeah,
And
the
then
more the
Troy's like,
merrier.
could have been like, not you, Ryan, but everybody else. Come on.
You know what I like about this whole stuff between Sharpay and Gabrielle? Like the movie's trying to do this like love triangle sort of thing and have set up that conflict, but it never really like leans into it.
Mhm.
And I really appreciate that because that could have been like the cliched, oh, she's trying to steal my boyfriend, all that drama. And even with Ryan too, like they didn't make a big thing out of that when he's like, oh, her brownies are delicious. I know, I've had them. And it was like there's a little
Yeah.
tension there,
Yikes.
but it
There
wasn't
is
like
some
full
tension
blown.
there.
This is
You're
the
right.
conflict. It's more about like Troy and him having to decide between his future or his present.
Mhm.
So I kind of like how that ends up in the movie, and I like how Gabriella is so chill about it too. Like she's confident. She knows that he's not doing anything.
She doesn't feel threatened.
They
at
know
all.
how
Well, and she's still
Sharpay
having
is.
a grand old time. Like she seems to be laughing, having
Yeah.
fun. She's made good friends. Great summer.
And then
Yeah,
two
Troy's
scenes
not
later,
really in it, but
she's
she's
gotta
still having
go.
a good time.
yeah,
That's how it should be, dude. You're in high school. Shouldn't be centered. Your whole mood shouldn't be whether or not your boyfriend and girlfriend is with you.
well,
Like, you only have high school. You only go through it once most of the time. So
that's kind of a fact that leads into the song, the "Gotta Go My Own Way" song, which was better. I do kind of like
I
that
love
interplay
that
between the two
song.
of them
I
in
love
the song.
Troy's. What about us? What about everything we've been through? Like that is just
Mhm.
so good. And then when the minivan just slow rolls in,
And then it
So
takes
good.
off like a rocket after she gets in. They drove
And
through
she
the
just, like,
ballroom.
she just happens to like sneakily give her necklace back, and Troy doesn't even realize it until like the end of the song.
Well-
He's like, "Oh my gosh!"
that just
Pinky
shows you
necklace.
how much of a bonehead he is. He's so naive.
Then the next scene, he's wearing it.
Good. I'm in love with me. Oh,
I did-
Good, it was for me anyway.
I did at first I was like, is there enough set up to like have Gabriella leave? Like, why is she leaving? Like, is it really that bad? But then I was thinking, oh, it's not because he was mistreated, whatever. She was there for him, like to spend time with him, like, oh, the summer. And then he's off doing all this other stuff with Sharpay and he's golfing and
I think she respects it. She's like, yo, dude, you should do this. We're in high school.
like, well,
Go
she
do this.
She doesn't have to be there.
Maybe.
She's there for him and he's not being there for her. He's always late for the dates and he's wrapped up in all this other stuff with Sharpay and going to college and all that. And his friends, all this drama.
But I think she's definitely handling it in a very mature way. Like you're saying, she's not saying like, screw you, I'm angry. It's just like, hey, this isn't working. I'm going my own way. You stick with your path. Don't really like the way it's going for you, but like, do you. Whatever. Like, it's just like he's very like, she's chill. She accepts it.
Mm-hmm. I love how she went off on Sharpay. Like, that was actually some decent, I thought, written script. When she's like, well, maybe if you looked away from the mirror long enough to see the damage you leave behind or something like that. I was like, okay, now we're...
Zing.
I know, that was actually pretty good. And her acting is a bit better in this movie. I'll say that, Gab.
I would say it's
Vanessa
better
Hudgens.
by a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She really found herself here in this.
I was impressed by that confrontation.
Before Rachel has to go to bed, should we just go to Act 3?
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
let's do it.
Let's go to Act 3. Good. I'll try to stay in.
You have my permission.
Thanks. As
Yeah.
if I don't need a man to tell me when I should go to Act 3. Instead, Rachel, is it cool if I go to Act 3?
Perfect.
Okay, thanks. Act 3. Troy realizes he's becoming a douche, and his dad tries to help, but he doesn't really know how to parent. Troy goes rage mode and kicks some grass's ass and slaps the shit out of some water after beating up some oxygen. Troy informs Sharpay he's not doing the duet with her because he cares about his friends too much. Troy and the gang make up, and he decides he'll keep his promise to sing with Sharpay, but only if his crew can participate as well in the talent show. A last-minute change sees Troy sing with Gabriella, after all, because they were meant for each other. The whole school joins in because, remember, they're in this movie too. Sharpay turns good again at the end because it's a Disney movie, so she contractually is obligated to. It's for the kids. TNG finally get to kiss as they release fire hazard bags in the sky and fireworks go off.
What?
Because naturally, and the sprinklers go off, so we have a callback, and this movie makes everybody wet. Dance party at the pool. What team? Hey, listen, why did they should have just ended at the talent show, right? But instead we get like a pre-credit. It just seemed...
Well, they had to get that Miley Cyrus cameo.
That's what I'm saying. They've forgotten that.
But also, do you love the lyrics to that song? Oh, all for one, the summer has just begun. Rock and roll and just let go, whatever. We're going to have fun in the sun now that all the hard work is done. Okay, so you're telling me their job is just like a couple weeks and then they have the rest of their summer to chill?
No, I think they were talking in that specific moment. They were on break because everything loosened up a little bit.
They were fired.
After Sharpay stopped trying to sabotage him, she was like, all right, Mr. Fulton, you can just have him be nice to him.
And
they'll
here's
do
some
their
tea.
job
You
and they
still
get time
argue
off.
it's work. It's work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The connect, there was a disconnect there. I didn't really.
The biggest issue.
Oh, yeah.
The biggest issue for me in this act and in this movie, I mentioned it earlier, was how they handled Sharpay's resolution here. I mean, you said it, Spencer. She's all of a sudden good again, where we had the perfect opportunity to transform her character through the use of a musical number where she's singing genuinely, where she's singing without all the showbiz stuff, where she's singing a very heartfelt song about being quote unquote stood up by Troy and nobody likes her, or how she's
right.
kind of not liking herself at the moment, like she says to Troy. Why couldn't we have that be a heartfelt song? Troy saying, why don't you just sing for once? Sing a song for once without all the showbiz. Missed opportunity. Totally missed opportunity to change her character.
I can't sing. It's all auto-tune. I need to use my special microphone. That's why I don't sing by myself.
To make things worse, insult to injury, we got to take her duet away with Troy and replace it with Gabriella.
Yeah,
when she was crying about
it.
Yeah, she was crying about it.
She
was
deserves
upset,
it.
and they told her, I want you to, I made a promise to you. I'm going to sing with you. I made that promise. Nope. So we kind of just stabbed you in the back and kind of hurt your feelings even more, but she doesn't really care about it.
Which I think does set her up well for turning bad again, you know, because she still is holding on to this, like, kind of, you know, this grudge. She has a bone to pick with Troy and Gabriella.
It just feels like a lot of characters regress, particularly Troy and Sharpay.
Yep.
It's like when a criminal, ex-criminal, current, past, whatever, like what's the percentage is ridiculously high for if you're in prison and you get out, you're going to continue to go back because that's like all you know. I don't know. Texas, am I right?
Well, that's why the song could have been a transformational
we'll get
moment.
Some emails. Could have been, should have been.
But
not.
Oh well.
I think you're right, Christian. That was a big missed opportunity. Like to just do like an unplugged version of a Sharpay song, and people could just be like, "Oh wow, like that's great," and then it'd be a happy ending. Yeah.
And that gives Ashley Tisdale a moment to shine, like without all the glitz and glamour and like melisma's all over the place and.
Yeah. Maybe she can't sing without all the auto-tune.
Right.
Maybe. Well, I don't know. She has her own album.
Yeah, I don't think her voice is very good.
I think it's okay, but which is why I would like to hear her sing a song like a slower song.
No, you wouldn't.
But that was kind of cruel what they did to her, I would say.
I agree.
Yeah,
but
she's kind of misunderstood.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Also, where is Zeke? Where's their little romance?
Oh wow!
Is this
point.
Wait for part 3 or no? No.
Nope.
Okay. I can't remember. I have seen it, but I can't remember.
He and his creme brulee don't show up again.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
Well, he shows up, but not to woo Sharpay.
Yeah.
I gave up baking. Instead, guys, I opened up my own bake shop.
They abandoned that storyline. But I do like how after Bet on it, Troy like in a call, but what was the name of the song earlier? Work This Out? I like how he quote unquote works it out with everybody. He handles it like a mature adult, kind of like he did in the first movie when they're like, we're going to get Sharpay for rescheduling the callbacks. No, we're not going to do anything to her. We're going to do this. And they come up with this plan. He kind of does the same thing. Like he's not all vindictive and revenge and I'm going to do this and be just a jerk. No, he just finds a way around it and finds a solution to the problem without being an asshole, quote unquote, for lack of a better word. He's kind of a people pleaser.
Mm-hmm. I think you're right.
And that kind of gets him though, because he goes the whole movie just being strung along, like not realizing what's going on. But I actually liked the scene with his dad in his bedroom.
Yeah. I liked that Ryan got the award
I bet you would.
at the end. I don't know.
The Star Dazzle Award.
Yeah.
A little passing of the torch.
Well, and that was Sharpay
Ryan
being nice, too.
He's the best character in this movie. I'll say it.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed Ryan the most.
He grows as a character, too.
Honestly.
You like Gabriella?
I mean,
I don't think Rachel likes Gabriella.
She can't even jump in a pool.
She can't even jump in a pool. I was just going to say that. Should have a guy do it in a wig.
Mackenzie, or is that her name?
Too busy sending nudes.
Vanessa?
Respect yourself.
Vanessa?
What are you saying?
She can't swim.
Vanessa
Hudgens?
2 feet.
No,
Sharpay's standing there.
Mackenzie, her
she
friend,
jumps in.
the actress.
Oh, Monique Coleman.
Sure.
Monique. Yeah, she can't
She
swim.
can't
I read.
swim.
Or was
The
it Vanessa
pool's
who couldn't
5
swim?
feet deep, though, man.
But no, I read in the trivia that she asked specifically. She wanted to jump in with Chad, aka Corbin Blue, just for like safety's sake, I guess.
Wow.
Odd.
Oh, that just made me think. Do you love the part where Vanessa, now she, not only can she be a lifeguard, but she's also certified in water aerobics. And she's like doing a little like high knees in the pool. And
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
I appreciated it.
Yeah.
I thought that was a
I
little
liked
silly.
it. Independent
I just
woman.
want to know
I like
how
it.
she got certified in that.
That's like a 2-hour class.
When they did work this out, I kept looking at their patches and like the logo of the freaking country club, and I was thinking, why are they wearing Microsoft logos on their their sleeves?
You guys caught the little details. I did not at all.
Like, what is going on?
You know, they were very good at like the signage near their little like swipe cards when they had to like clock in and clock out. Very believable. Like, it makes me wonder, was that actually, like, you're saying that that's an actual resort?
It is. It's an actual place in Utah. It's called like the Entrada. I have it up actually.
I just wonder if they had to make new signage or if like that is the real stuff.
There's actually a review on the hotel's TripAdvisor. This is a beautiful property, pretty fancy, but yet very great with the kids and teens who are excited about the High School Musical aspect. That they really made it fun. The inn was clean, the pool was a blast, and the general manager responded, "Thank you for staying with us. Blah blah blah. I am happy to hear you and your kids enjoyed your time, and were able to relive High School Musical too. Even after 15 years, it is still a major attraction for many. Please come back and see us soon."
I mean, I'd go.
I would totally go. I want to test out that pool and see if it really is that hard to jump into.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people take pictures jumping
the
into that
really
pool.
slippery. She busts her kneecap and smashes her face. Guys, I want to do it
Blood
again.
everywhere.
I can do it again.
Oh no!
Blood coming out of her. Sorry, that was a Donald
No
joke.
Trump in here. No.
I was making fun of him.
That's all I have.
No.
We haven't mentioned him in a long time. What if he was the cameo? Again, just messing with kids at hotels.
What if he was
thing.
Sharpay's dad?
That would actually
Then
make
I would've-
a lot
Yeah,
of
it
sense.
really would.
I would have turned it off. But
Like
I
in
mean, that would've made
Little
sense at the time.
Rascals. Waldo, you're the best son. You're the best son money can buy. Yeah.
Wait, Dad, I'm adopted.
Thanks,
What?
Dad.
I
Turns into
forgot
Gamora.
he
Thanks,
had that
Dad.
cameo in Little Rascals. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So did
Yeah,
Reba
he has a thing with
McEntire.
kids.
What does she call him? Little sugar plum? Or
Yeah.
I wanted to punch him in the face.
Little
I wanted to punch
cutie pie.
Sharpay in the face.
That was my Reba impression. Anyway,
It wasn't good. Sorry.
I know it wasn't.
No, it was fine. No, it was
I
beautiful.
literally have
This movie,
nothing
I wanna-
else. Like, I had nothing written. I wrote nothing down for Act 3 just because I felt so
I have
Well,
one
I
note.
think the ending's
so
horrible.
empty
I
at
always
the end
lose
of this
interest.
movie. I was like, this is all. It's all convenient again. It's all it's just coming back
It's
together.
Disney,
and
bruh.
I get it. Like that's
Disney,
a musical. But it's like nothing made sense in this movie.
I think the second movie is totally unnecessary. We did not need the second movie. You could jump to the third and it'd be
Or just make it
beautiful.
better.
Mm-hmm. And plus, the third's theatrical release, so it's better quality, I presume.
Yes, I love the third. You guys, if you have not seen it yet, you're in for a
been a
treat.
while.
It's so
I am
good.
looking forward to watching.
I'm excited about it.
I hear there's some remixes of some good songs in there from the older movies.
Mhm.
Probably a slowed down
Like
version.
We're All in This Together, I think makes a
Oh
reappearance.
yeah, there
We're
is. Yeah.
all in this together. Sign my yearbook, please.
Right.
Anyways,
I have one note on Act 3, and I wrote, and I quote, "This movie kind of sucked, but I was able to turn my brain off for an hour and a half."
If nothing
So
else.
there's one
Yeah.
plus. I didn't have to think too hard, like, oh, what's the meaning behind, is the Father atonement? I didn't have to do
okay.
that. I didn't have to do that.
I actually did take a look at I actually kind of did look at the movie a little deeper, like some of the themes, like privilege versus earned. Because
That's actually fair.
his dad's talking to him about like, well, you shouldn't feel bad if you actually earned it. And that's the thing.
That's
He's
fair.
not realizing that this is all just a setup by Sharpay. He's not earning any of it. And then there's the work and ambition versus family and friends, and having the integrity, not selling yourself out, introspection, self-reflection, that sort of thing.
I guess I can tie in something. I'm going to queue up another clip here. Hopefully it works. I don't think I played this. I don't think I got the opportunity to play this clip. Maybe I did. I don't know.
It's actually the when Sharpay.
I remember playing a Zac Efron clip of some sort, but we'll see. It mentions the third one a little bit and gives us something to look forward to. So we'll see. I don't know.
You must have watched Inception.
Rewatching High School Musical 3.
Big time. I was trying to be cool.
Thank you.
There we go. There it is. That's what we have to look forward to.
When you were
right
watching
here.
Inception, you must have gone, oh yeah, there's this kind of rotating corridor scene. That's pretty cool. I did that back then.
Yeah.
Thank you. And basketballs were raining on my head.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's cool to know that Chris Nolan has taken note of my work. And he enjoyed that scene in High School Musical 3 with the twisting hallway. It's a whole different vibe the way he did it, though, when he added the guns and the Tron. Like, it's a much more layered story.
Right.
I might agree with that.
But the shot has the similar effects in our high caliber movie, High School Musical 3.
Wait a second.
The lighting is actually really cool.
Our high caliber movie, High School Musical 3.
The lighting
So
right
Inception
there is
came
actually
out after this.
Christopher Nolan actually said, "Yeah, a big."
That, of course, was a
I wonder
joke.
if he
A big
actually-
influence for that scene is actually from
Right.
High School Musical 3.
So no, I thought of that. I forgot I had that one put away for actually the first movie. I was going to play that for our behind the scenes for the first High School Musical, but I guess it lines up more with
really
this one.
cool.
So we've got something to look forward to for number 3. Hopefully,
I'm telling you, the level of production is really, it's something. It's good. It's good.
I don't remember it at all, so I'm actually excited for it.
nice.
You guys find some of the songs could have been like 2 songs could have been cut out of this movie.
Most of them, yeah.
I Don't Dance.
Oh yeah.
And
that one had to be in there. That
Work
one
This
slaps.
Out. Work This out.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess Work This Out is more of an inspirational piece. Like, oh, everyone's feeling.
I
both
think
of us
work
had
this
to
out
stay.
is necessary, but again, it's if anything though, it's more evidence as to why I don't understand Troy's like shift in character, because he's basically saying like, "Yeah, it's gonna be great, we're all in this together," and then he's the one who ditches them all.
But is he
Okay.
wrong for wanting a
Okay.
scholarship? You heard him. His
Oh,
parents are poor.
Okay.
Oh,
They're living in a house they can't afford, buying cars they can't drive.
Troy,
flipping
we
pools
bought
they
too
can't
many
keep clean.
basketballs.
Troy, sit down.
Our bank
We have
account
some
is
bad
dry.
We're
You
gonna
need
have
to get a
sell the
summer
basketball
job.
Hoop.
Hey, if you want that new basketball, you need to get a
Oh,
job.
but it's the Nike 26,000X, never flat.
Just don't hand it to Tom Brady or he'll deflate it.
Nice one, dude. Okay, so Joel, Tom Brady was actually like suspended for a
Deflate
couple
gate.
games for
Yeah,
deflate.
great.
Oh,
All right, let's
you've
move on.
heard.
You've heard.
I'm going to deflate gate your face.
Joel's Sports Corner.
No.
Well, Danny Zuko actually
box
was going
that
to try out for the track
sports
team.
corner up and put it in the trash. I was going to say recycling, but then that would just mean it'd come back later. So no, burn it, throw it away.
It's
Goodbye.
gonna anyway. It's gonna anyway.
Wow.
Your hero ran track.
What?
Wow. I do think
Danny
and there's
Grace,
I actually
he
had a
ran
scene.
track.
There is a scene in the high school live written for school version where I run on stage and I got these short track shorts on, and it was a sight. Let me tell you.
oh my goodness.
Send us pictures.
Yeah, they're somewhere.
I believe they also would call that just theater production. Well, when they did the movie, sometimes high schools they'll see the movie, they'll wanna they emulate the movie and they adapt it and onto a stage
Okay.
with curtains.
Okay, but
and some other
smart ass.
people, and they
Sometimes entire
kinda
scenes
do
and
that.
stuff are omitted to make it appropriate. So I had to clarify that the track thing was still in there. Okay, so
They wore short shorts like that.
This is a good time to bring up that the High School Musical high school version for stage, they have like a whole different, like almost like Joel, you would probably know Bye Bye Birdie. You know how they have like the telephone hour scene where they're all like talking over the phone. It's like modern day telephone hour, but they're all calling each other on their cell phone.
Oh,
that's how they spread the word about Gabriella and like the clicks and stuff.
I'd watch it.
That's kind of cool. Speaking of that,
My high school did High School Musical, and my best friend's brother was the lead, and he did not fit the role at all.
I think we went over this,
but he did not fit the role.
I want to watch the show now because I watched an interview with Corbin Blue, and he was doing like a Oh My Disney where they watched High School Musical, and he's like 20 years later, and he's like reminiscing, and they're talking about the new show and how it's like it's like very meta. I guess, where they're kids that go to the school where the first movie was shot, and they realize, well, we haven't done a musical production of the High School Musical movie. So, and I just read that they're doing in season 4, like a High School Musical 4, the reunion. They're filming it
sent that in a
at
group,
the school. And that's probably why Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens were seen taking pictures.
I'm excited for that. I've seen the show. I'm not really a fan. I don't think it's, but I'm excited for that part in season 4.
I'm actually
I might watch.
Intrigued by that.
High School Musical, the show, the special, the reunion.
Nice.
There's the line, like going back to the whole like
space.
Something about this movie and that they're all like, there's all these conflicts, interpersonal conflicts going on. I just was playing and you guys are going to be like, oh, here he goes. My
Star Fox.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3, where there was a line, there's like a side quest. And one of the lines that one of the protagonists says is like, well, I guess when you go through like arguments and conflicts with people, you learn more about, you don't really learn more about each other until you have like conflicts like that, where you argue with somebody. Or I'm totally butchering the quote, but it's along those lines. And it's like that, there's some truth to that. People can have big tussles and then they come out the other side and they have a better understanding of each other. And I just found that to be interesting. That's kind of an interesting theme of the movie.
Yeah, it is.
That was a clever way to tie in your video game.
Themes of the movie. Like,
I'm
impressed at how deep you get with this movie, Christian.
I really am.
It didn't give
this
us a whole lot to
entire
work
hour
with.
and a half I've just been sitting here is like, how is he finding things to say? Because
he cares about it.
I'm
just watching it to make fun of it, and he's like,
Hey,
actually, I analyzed
Christian.
the emotional structure of the scene. And
well, that's his character. That's somebody has to, because I'm not gonna. Joel
sure as shit,
and he barely watches the movie.
Hey, somebody swallowed somebody swallowed a few quarters in this shit.
What does that mean?
You gotta reach in there and grab the money, grab the good bits.
That's so
First time
true.
I heard that. Thank you.
I
Never
like
touching
that
a quarter again in my
metaphor.
life.
I said that
I
kind
love
of
that image.
I said that kind of like a joke. I don't think the movie's all that shitty, but it's not great.
Yep.
But it's good for a Disney Channel original movie. I'll say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Smart House is better.
Okay,
Hey,
well.
Oh, I
any
love
final
that
thoughts, Rachel?
I mean,
Before
I'm
you
not gonna
depart?
lie, it's a bad movie. It's
Thanks.
This is the movie that makes me ashamed to say that I like High School Musical.
Right.
But I know so many friends who say it's their favorite one. So I
They're
don't know.
wrong.
Friends, of
No.
course.
Yeah, former friends. Yeah, yeah.
You don't
I
need
mean,
that
I
positivity
do
in
watch
you.
it. I do watch it every summer. So
Yeah,
I mean,
It's a
you gotta.
summer movie.
Is it a guilty?
but I only watch through like probably bet on it or gotta go my own way. Like that's about when I start to lose interest. So yeah.
The
But-
third act,
Makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah. It's your guilty pleasure. Kinda.
Yeah, and it gets
Kinda.
me in the spirit. It gets me ready for summer.
Hey.
So
Hey, all
I
for
can dig that.
one. The summer has just begun.
Except for it's the opposite right now in real life. And it's fall time now.
I know.
Yeah, but it's back to school. It's a whole thing.
Right.
Rachel, you got to go teach the youth of America
I'm
tomorrow.
so sorry, guys. Yeah, I should go.
You don't have to.
It's been a pleasure.
We got it covered. We got it covered.
No worries.
I mean, the good news is there really wasn't much to talk about with this one. So.
No.
So buckle up for the next one. You're coming back again, right?
Oh yeah, for my favorite one.
I got her excited with that Zac Efron clip now. She's
the introduction, yeah.
Well, hey, I can't wait for Sharpay's adventure in New York.
Oh yeah, Sharpay's Big Adventure. I never saw those. I think there was just one. There might have been.
Yeah,
Austin
we're not gonna...
Butler is in that movie, and he just got done playing Elvis.
We're not gonna do that. Hey, Rachel.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for being
on
the
show.
show.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I will send the recording, or I'll have Brandon send the recording over to you.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're going to just wrap up here, but you can go off to bed. Go teach young minds.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Peace out. Have a great night.
We'll see you next week.
All right.
You too.
All right.
Sounds good.
Bet on it. Bet on it. Oh,
hey,
what a joy.
That was pretty awesome again. She's cool. Oh, we didn't even mention. They just ran a half marathon.
Hey, next one.
Oh, darn it. And we didn't even say happy birthday to her on her birthday when we recorded High School Musical, the first episode.
It's not about her. It's about the movie.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Two big milestones that we mentioned 0 times. She's coming back a third time.
Sorry.
Just to give us one more chance to mention those things.
To be actual
one more chance
friends.
to screw something else up.
Watch, they're going to announce a pregnancy and we're not going to mention it on the show.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, guys, this one really gave me a big appetite.
That would not tip me off to that at all.
I'm not really getting that. No, I'm not getting. Yeah, well, I guess sometimes movies are better kept in the oven. Yeah, maybe, but that might ruin it if it's like a DVD, don't you think, guys? And we would completely miss it.
You went total grill guy just then.
Did I? He's funny, dude.
Get him on the show. Anyway.
Hey, High School
hilarious.
Musical 3. I think we should. I should reach out.
You should.
We're big fans. What movies do you like?
We will cater to you, grill guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think his name is Kevin.
Here's my impression.
No, I think his real
of him.
name is Kevin. That's pretty good. He does so much with so little. I think my favorite one
was the arguing after your wife tells you to go or after you're done arguing with somebody and he's like getting stuff ready in the garage and he's like fake arguing. Why don't you go?
Yeah, that's the truest thing. But I think
he's talking to himself.
Is when he's talking about like marijuana being legal, and he's like, yeah, I mean, I don't even drink anymore. Like, if you think about just the calories in one glass of wine, it's like 600 calories. Have you seen that one?
I think I have.
And then the off-screen him is like, yeah, I mean, I don't care. You can do this. No, dude. I mean, it's legal here. I'm like, just a little bit.
I remember.
I just want to just a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's so funny.
I like the one somebody just shared it today when he's like guy in plaid is offered a Bud Light.
Oh yeah, the Tim.
Man, no.
Yes, I did send that.
The part where he's like, no, why don't you just piss in my mouth? Like,
what did you say? It cut out.
Why don't you just piss in my mouth?
Why don't you put your whole
piss in my mouth?
I'll just have water.
Anyway, so Grill Guy the sequel is coming to a theater near you.
He should be in a
new you.
A new you awaits us at the end of this.
We should just review Instagram Reels.
Yeah,
I've kind of went through everything I had to say about the movie throughout. So,
well, I guess you can just play. Hey, we're finishing it up.
After this, Joel, we can play some Halo. If you're not busy.
Fucking shut up and finish this.
Done.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm bending to his will. Ladies and gentlemen,
this was a funny episode, guys. I can't wait to hear these High School Musical ones.
I had a lot of fun. Well, I hope we hope that you had a lot of fun too on this newest episode of Sequel Men, the podcast, Sequel People podcast. We had Rachel on. It was a pleasure to have her on. Rachel Pop, our friend Brandon Pop's lovely wife. You can tune into this episode again or any other episode if you want to listen to anything else we've done. We got 102 episodes. This makes the 104th, I believe. Yes, the 104th.
Yes, you're right.
Top Gun Maverick was 102nd. Check out all of our other episodes on Podbean. That's where we host it. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Spotify, wherever you like to listen to your podcast. Check us out there. Tune us in. And take it away.
Give us a review. Give us some stars. Give us the stars. Make us viral. I'm gonna
do our jobs for
make
us.
Viral.
Yeah.
Do it. We're doing it. We're making stuff. We do it for the few. We do it for Texas. All. Hey, social medias. The Facebook. We're there. We're
I remember what we have to talk about.
What?
That was you
Instagram,
going. Oh, socials. Yeah.
It's Sequel Men the podcast. Twitter's a social media platform, and hey, we're working on an OnlyFans and a LinkedIn account, so follow us there. That's not real.
Okay.
What if it was?
Sequel Men on OnlyFans.
All right. I guess I'll say the YouTube stuff. I am, like I've said before, I've taken on the challenge of trying to provide you all with the video version of the podcast. And yes, it is going to be, the whole fun thing about this is Christian is the audio guy. I'm working on the video stuff. The fact that I suck at video, and it's always been the bane of my existence, as I've said before.
You don't suck at it.
I'm much lazier with the edit. I like to, make my own edits to the video, and it's not the same as the audio version. And we do that on purpose. Not only as a scam to get more listens, maybe, but we try to provide you with a unique experience by having those video versions up on our YouTube channel, which I think is just called Sequel Men Podcast. We might want to look into that, kind of adjust the title on that one, but you can find us. We're on YouTube with the YouTube channel. It might help us if you subscribe to that. I don't know. Yeah, please don't hate comments on our videos on how bad we look.
I'm gonna pull a Jeb Bush. Please,
we've got an email.
I knew you were gonna do it.
If you want to email us some feedback, sequelman19@gmail.com. Right, that's the email. I have a website. I almost didn't because I had to dispute the charge on my credit card because Wix wanted to charge me over $300. But I fixed it. We won't get into that. I still have my website, my domain, jpvoicedj.com. Of course, you will find the YouTube channel, the podcast up on my website, jpvoicedj.com as well as other things I do with my career. So there you go. All right.
I think Joel's running out of oxygen.
The door's been open this entire fucking time. So,
but I'm also a dog watch.
I think it's funny when we're doing this on what is it, Riverside? Yeah, Riverside. And then when it lags behind a little bit, when you got it tries to catch up with you guys talking like this fast. It's like talking like this. I have my own website. I almost didn't because I have $300 dip. And it speeds up the dialogue. It's kind of funny.
But it all turns out in the final video, we have a rough time recording this, but I polish it up for you guys, and we try to button it up and make it look somewhat official. So just keep an eye on. We're only gonna go upwards from here.
Like a freshly shaven Spencer.
Sure.
I would never. How dare you even
Not your face. I'm talking about the rest of you.
Well, we don't need to know about that.
My pubes?
No, not the pubes.
Well, all right.
Hey, look, I'm an anime character.
Flipped into pubic conversation.
If you're an anime character,
maybe...
you gotta get a pair of glasses and have a sun glare on it and go like,
oh yeah, shing.
Where they're pushing it up with their middle finger. They always have
their hat down here, and then the bad guy goes,
wow. Wow.
Okay.
All right.
All right. It's time to bring it to a close. And with that, we can't wait until the next one.
Sing your lines.
Fucker.
Sing your lines.
Okay, let's try it again. And with that, we can't wait until the next one.
That's right, Christian, because here at Sequel Man, the podcast.
All films are created sequel.
You asshole.
Wow.